Hey y'all, Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV. I'm back to bring you more news and commentary you can use. Listen, happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. Listen, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Listen, y'all, speaking of the channel, you know this is a place where we share news and information with each other, right? Y'all didn't tell me about this next story. I'm surprised nobody told me about this. Listen, you may not have known about it, but don't worry about it. I got you. Listen, y'all. Some concerning information regarding New York, okay? So, according to my sources, okay, a group known as, and I quote, Trump-loving truckers, okay, listen to the story, y'all. They are refusing to drive to New York City after President Trump's $355 million fraud ruling. Okay, now, you know, here on the channel, I've talked about the supply chain crisis before. The question I have is there another crisis coming? Okay, listen at this, y'all. Okay, a group, again, referred to as, and I quote, okay, Trump supporting truckers. They're saying that they are refusing to drive to New York City, right, after the former president was slapped with a $355 million fine in his fraud case last week. Okay, now, if you're not sure what's going on with that case, you can do your research, but that was one of the headline stories recently, okay? Someone who goes by the name Chicago Ray, okay, I don't know if you follow this person, if you've heard of this person. I'm just hearing of this person, so I'm learning as I share the information with you. But it's being said that he is a quote, conservative social media influencer and trucker, again, who goes by the name Chicago Ray. He actually posted a video clip, okay, according to my sources, in which he claims that some of his colleagues are going to stop making deliveries to New York City. Okay, you all know I spent some time in New York City this past summer to protest the ruling, okay, issued in Manhattan Supreme Court just this past Friday, okay? Listen. Chicago Ray said in a video from inside his truck, he was quoted as saying, and I quote, "I've been on the radio talking to drivers for about the past hour, and I've talked to about 10 drivers, okay? And they're going to start refusing loads to New York City starting on Monday," okay? He said that he had already spoken to some drivers that work with him who told their boss they won't go to the Big Apple, okay? So it sounds like, okay, before I make a point here, let me read this, okay? Truckers have said that they will refuse to make deliveries to New York, Chicago Ray said, okay? He was also quoted as saying, "I don't know how far across this country this is or how many truckers are going to start denying loads going to New York City, but," he said, "I'll tell you what, you around and find out." That's what he said, okay? I had to kind of bleep, because I'm not going to say that word here on the channel, okay? The trucker said their bosses, and I quote, "ain't going to care if we deny the loads. We'll just go somewhere else," okay? It seems like to me that they're trying to make a statement in support of former President Trump due to what some people may feel like is a weaponization of the justice system, okay? You can do your research on that. I won't go too deep into that. However, okay, according to my sources, Manhattan Supreme Court Justice Arthur Engoron, okay, ordered, let me sneeze, y'all, hold on. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all, okay? This is, I record it as is, okay? I don't make any edits. Listen, let me start over, okay? Manhattan, according to my sources, Manhattan Supreme Court Justice Arthur Engoron ordered that Trump pay a $355 million fine, y'all, for what is being described as for inflating his net worth by billions over a decade to receive favorable loans from banks. Okay, now you can report your thoughts on that, okay? Let's see. So basically, because all of this happened in the state of New York or in New York City, they're going to allegedly refuse to deliver any loads to New York. Okay, now, yes, they can be doing this to make a stand, to take a stand, to prove a point, to hopefully maybe create some change, right? I don't know if they can overturn this ruling or, you know what, I don't know how that works, but think about the people of New York who are depending on whether it's food, the different items that are put on these trucks to go to the store. Okay, what are these people going to do if this trucker boycott, maybe you can say, if it is successfully carried out? Okay, I would imagine that the stores and the people in those particular areas are going to deal with shortages. Maybe it will even have a trickle effect and affect other areas. Okay, so let me know your thoughts on this. Now, Trump, okay, according to my sources, Trump, like Chicago Ray, has blasted the case as, and I quote, election interference by his political opponents, and predicted other fallout for New York City, as he said at a rally Saturday that other businesses will leave the city after his ruling. Okay, so again, y'all, let me point out, not only is the city of New York City rather, dealing with this potential situation, but think about the migrant crisis as well as other issues that are going on. So what are the people of New York City to do with this news? It's very concerning, very alarming. Do you think that do you think that there will, so my question is, and I would like to know your thoughts, do you think there will be others, other truckers or other workers that say, you know what, we want to follow and do the same thing? Do you think there will be other situations, incidents, and boycotts that happen across the country using this as maybe a guide or something like it, or a blueprint to follow? Okay, let me know your thoughts on this, y'all. Very concerning. Y'all didn't tell me about this, okay? But maybe you knew about it. But either way, let me know your thoughts, okay? Take care, be blessed. I'll be back on the channel with more news and commentary you can use.